Introduction. John Bedini is one of the true legends of the free energy movement. Starting from a very young age, John always wanted to build a self-running combination of an electric motor and an electric generator. Being told it was impossible, even hundreds of times, did not deter him. By 1984, John published his first book on the subject, titled Bedini's Free Energy Generator. In this book, John describes how to connect an ordinary electric motor to a specially designed energizer and switching circuit to produce a self-running machine that charges its battery while running. Multiple working models were shown at a Tesla conference in Colorado Springs, Colorado, in the same year. This first success did not produce the results that John was looking for. The large model shown at the conference was built by Jim Watson. Immediately after the conference, Jim's machine was confiscated and Jim was forced to take a multi-million-dollar payoff to quit working on it. Shortly thereafter, John was roughed up in his own shop and told he would buy gasoline for the rest of his life, or else. For the next 17 years, John continued to work on his ideas, but only built toy-sized models and rarely showed them to anyone except close friends. Then in 2001, a very interesting thing happened. The father of a 10-year-old schoolgirl who worked in a shop a few doors down from John's shop came over to ask for some help with his daughter's science fair project. Having an interest in helping younger folks learn about his technology, John coached the girl, named Shawnee Bauman, on how to build a small energizer based on his designs. The energizer that Shawnee built ran on a little 9-volt battery for over a week, all the while lighting up an LED and spinning a rotor at high speed. She even had a series of posters explaining why it worked. The machine absolutely infuriated the science teachers because they could not explain why the battery was not running down. But the other teachers and students loved it, and she won Best of Show by popular demand. This was the advent of what became known as the Bedini Schoolgirl Energizer, or the Bedini SG for short. News spread fast around the older internet boards, and Jane Manning, a journalist and writer for Atlantis Rising magazine, wrote an article about Shawnee's Energizer, including other details about John Bedini's energy technologies and experiences. This article was called The Attractions of Magnetism. Could a Little Child Be Leading Us to a Free Energy Future? In the last 15 years, the Bedini SG has become the best known and most replicated free energy machine on the planet. For beginners in the field, it has become somewhat of a rite of passage. Unless you have built one and learned what it has to teach, the nature of these discoveries will remain a mystery. It is quite simply the project to start with.